Congratulations to Nick Sirianni for his contract extension. Is Nick Sirianni one of the best coaches in the NFL? Is he a top 5 coach in the NFL? Who's the best receiver in the NFL? Results may shock you. The brotherly shove is here for one more year. I got the coldest day to win the game. You already know what to do. Cue music. Welcome to the Skybox, where we give our epic perspective in an imperfect sports world. Now, let me introduce you to the coldest panel in the game.
Mamba University.
Mamba, Philly, Brotherly Shove University, 1022.
Daryl, Lakeview University.
Michael C., the most epic collapse in NBA University. Yes. We got 370 subscribers. You already know what the little goal is. You know what the little goal is. It's 400 subscribers. But you already know what the main thing is. You know the main thing. The main thing is 1,000 subscribers. Now, if you like that entertainment, you like a little bit of more entertainment, and you like the Philadelphia Eagles, and you want that NFL content, you already know what to do. Hit that like and subscribe button because it's only $3.99. Let's get right into it. Let's get right into it. He had a record right now of 48-20. He is going to 2 Super Bowl appearances, won 1 and lost 1. He's gone to 2 NFC championships, and this has only been in about a few years. Jalen Hurts, whom they thought was just a quarterback, Sirianni, and did a great coaching job. Took a QB1 as a starting quarterback and turned him into an MVP candidate. Mamba, are we ready to call Nick Sirianni an elite head coach?
No, and I'll say this. I mean, I don't look at coaches in that manner whatsoever. You know, I look at Bill Belichick as one of the greatest coaches of all time. I look at Tom Landry as one of the greatest coaches of all time. You know, I look at Don Shula as one of the greatest coaches of all time. I look at Bill Walsh as one of the greatest coaches of all time. Why do I look at them like that? Because of their body of work. It wasn't what they did in year 1, and it wasn't what they did in their final year as a coach. It's what they did through the journey. And Nick's got a hell of a journey in front of him being a young coach. To deem him the best or the ultra coach right now, he won a Super Bowl. Congratulations. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. Congratulations. But the buy-in from the team was not there originally when he was hired. And it wasn't until after the bye week that the team got on board with Sirianni. So he still has a lot more to prove to me.
Jay, there's a lot more to prove. What do you guys think? He's saying he's not an elite head coach. I want you guys to comment below. With all that said, if he's not an elite head coach, Where would we rank him in the NFC with coaches right now?
I mean, if we look at ranking him right now with the coaches we got, heck, he'd be number one, of course. And look at the coaches we got. None of them have a body of work. None of them have any kind of credibility. None of them has no stature, no character. Nothing you can say, hey, that's a great coach. I mean, now if he was trying to coach during the era with Jimmy Johnson and Joe Gibbs, hell, let's go deeper. Bill Walsh, he would probably be last.
There it is.
I mean, even with the great, what was his name, took y'all to the Super Bowl, Dick Vermeil, he'd still be last.
Yep.
Because for the simple fact he hasn't built his body of work, i.e. Mamba. You gotta build. You could lose the team next year, and next thing you know, he's fired.
Doug Peterson.
Doug Peterson.
Oh, yeah. And I'm gonna say it like this: even the sun shines on a dog's behind every now and then.
Yep.
There it is. He has him as one. What do you guys think when it comes down to where's he at in the NFC? Right now, coach says, yeah, right now he's number one, but anything can happen. I want you guys to comment below. Daryl, he's the number one in coach's eyes in the NFC. Where do you rank him? Is he the top 5 coaches in the NFL?
I mean, I think if he's a top 5 coach in the NFL, he's an arguable 5th. I mean, for overall, I mean, he has a good start to his resume, but you know what I mean? We're 1 year removed from that high school coach being OC and that defense being 32nd ranked in the passing. So, I mean, he seems like a great manager of men and a manager of egos, but like most great coaches, he needs good coaches around him. That's not a knock on him. I think all great coaches have great coaches around them, but you know what I mean? That DC he had last year, I think, meant more to that defense than he did. And I think that OC and that offense meant more to Jalen Hurts and that offense than he did. But like I said, I mean, he managed the team to the level that they won a Super Bowl. So it's like you can't really knock him right now. He's at the pinnacle of his career so far. And, you know what I mean, his legacy is to be determined.
To be determined. I know that's right. He's got it going, though. The train is definitely moving. But again, got a lot of mileage to go. A lot of mileage to go. With that said, I want you guys to tell me, what do you think? Is he the top 5 coaches in the NFL? I want you guys to comment below. Hit that like and subscribe button if you like that Philadelphia Eagle and that NFL content. And if you like a little bit of that entertainment, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button. Now, the reason why you hit that like, subscribe button, and if you leave a comment below, I will answer every comment that you make. It will be from me or even one of the members of the coldest panel in the game. All you got to do is comment below. Well. PFR has the top 10 receivers in the NFL. I want you to hear what a commentator said about who was the number 1 receiver, best receiver in the NFL. Check this out.
A.J. Brown is the best wide receiver in the NFL. From a 3-year sample size, A.J. Brown is the highest graded wide receiver that we have amongst these 3. When you look at his overall receiving yard, Jamarr Chase has actually played 350 more receiving snaps, and yet A.J. Brown has more receiving yards than he does at over 4,100, and Jamarr Chase has just over 4,000. So he beats him in receiving yards there. Yards per reception, A.J. Brown is number 1 amongst these 3 wide receivers at a 15.1. Receiving touchdowns touchdowns, yes, Jamarr Chase is higher, but A.J. Brown is second in front of Justin Jefferson with 25 compared to Justin Jefferson's 23. When you look at total drop passes over the last 3 years of these three wide receivers, A.J. Brown has the least. Yards per route run, A.J. Brown has the most of these three wide receivers at 2.57. And then when you look at average depth of target, still 12.7. A.J. Brown, once again, number one. And then forced missed tackles per reception, A.J. Brown, number one amongst these three wide receivers at 55. So the 3-year sample size is totally there in A.J. Brown's favor. A.J. Brown, number one amongst these three wide receivers just last year in total receiving grade at a 91.6. And then this is the one that I really love. Whether you are looking at a 3-year sample size or a 1-year sample size, just what happened last year, A.J. Brown is the number one wide receiver in the NFL when it comes to receiving grade and statistics against single coverage situations. That's why I understand A.J. Brown doesn't play a ton on the slot. He's more on the outside. So when it comes to versatility there, when you put A.J. Brown in situations where it's their best cover corner against him, he wins almost all the time. I did not go into this exercise thinking that I would have A.J. Brown as my number one wide receiver in the NFL. But no matter what metric you look at and no matter what sample size you look at, this is the dude. And he is my number one wide receiver going into 2025.
That being said, I want you guys to comment below who do you guys think is the best receiver in the NFL. Mamba, who would you say is the best receiver in the NFL?
I don't know, honestly. I mean, there could be an argument for Jamarr Chase. There could be an argument for Justin Jefferson. There could be an argument for A.J. Brown. I mean, are we looking at it at hardware? Are we looking at it at team hardware? Those guys that haven't gotten to the show yet. I mean, do we mention CeeDee Lamb in that conversation? I mean, there's a lot at stake at being the top wide receiver. I mean, we got to look at consistency. That's why Jerry earned the crown for many years of being the best to ever play the position. Justin Jefferson. I mean, which Justin Jefferson are you going to get? The one that shows up and throws a tantrum in the middle of the game because his quarterback didn't hit the route that, he shorted or went too long. So when I look at the divas of the NFL, which wide receivers are, I bear in mind the impact that it has on a team. And the impact that A.J. Brown has made on the Eagles puts him up there in the top 3 NFL wide receivers. But then you can't forget about the guy, Devontae Smith, who's playing at a pay cut versus everybody else. And Devontae could be there as well. So, again, the measurables. How is it measured by fans? How is it measured by the team? There's a lot at stake to say who's number one.
That's the truth. That's the truth. It could be anyone. It could be any one of those that you just said. It could, and I mean, you put a ton of receivers that are out there that it could be. There's a lot of arguable receivers out there. I want you guys to tell me who do you think is the best receiver in the NFL coming into the season. I want you guys to comment below. Well, they're keeping the brotherly shove, y'all. They're keeping the brotherly shove. They needed 24 NFL owners. Vote against brotherly shove, a.k.a. the Tush push. Well, guess what, y'all? But guess what? 22, woo, showed up. That means them told them, not doing it. The next thing we're looking at is has one more year, but who knows? Next year, 2 more could possibly jump on that bandwagon and ban the brotherly shove. I think them banning the brotherly shove would make the league soft. Easy and simple. Everybody can do it, just that we have a quarterback that can squat 600 pounds. We also have the best offensive line in the NFL. Coach, I want to ask you, lastly, what does this mean for the Eagles and the NFL when it comes to the brotherly shove has one more year.
Somebody's gonna stop it. You go to the well one too many times, somebody's gonna get it. And that 600-pound quarterback will be injured. And then what are you gonna say? We need to get rid of the tush push. And let me comment. Get rid of the tush push doesn't make the NFL soft. It's the damn calls that refs are giving and making these NFL soft. It's the don't touch the quarterback is making the NFL soft, not the tush push. You remember, you can't even blow by a quarterback without him calling a flag on you. Oh, flag. It wasn't a tush push. It's not touching the quarterback and letting these defense do what they do best, headhunt. And make sure people don't go across the middle.
That's true. There it is. There it is. I want to know what you guys think now that the tush push is here for one more year. One more year. What does that mean for the Eagles and the NFL? I want you guys to comment below. Now, if you have any thoughts, questions, or concerns, email us at the1skybox at gmail.com. It's Coach Twilight in the building. It's your boy, Daryl King. And it's your boy, Mamba. It's me, Michael C. The source of life over the mic. And I'm going to leave you with these 4 words. Now let's make it epic. You already know what I'm about to say. Go Birds.
Oh, birds. Damn dirty birds. Oh, birds.
I'll show you a bird.
Yeah. CeeDee Lamb's the best receiver in the league. Duh.
Mamba, I want to say.
Come on, man. Not even arguable. Bro, AJ ain't the best receiver on his team.
Let's make this epic. You like this episode? Just think to see who we got week 1. Guess who's talking?